And here we are again. So let's get into the side quest. Appreciate what you did, friend. Bringing me magnetite. Gave it some more thought I did. Put him back out to sea and all. But even with me compass fixed, I still ain't got my lucky copper lures. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers few weeks back. Just north, east and east of here. Thief and bastards make up with all me lures, dozen all told. Must be you felt some earth sprites to get at them magnetite chunks, am I right? If so, I reckon you could put down a few goblins and bring me back me lures. Suppose I could make do with just two of them. Couple copper ones should suffice for now. Should serve for now. You up for helping putting back a broken life back together? Here we have the goblins. I do like how they look, very cute. It ain't easy to ask, but I'm asking all the same, friend. 2 copper lures to get me back out to sea and put me Daniel's heart at ease. From its condition, it can be gathered that this lure was gnawed on by more than one denizen of the deep. I'll be damned, me copper lures. Never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells, them goblins sure salt to banging them up. Bah, ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nalt himself telling me to give up me sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting for me out there, somewhere. Heh, maybe the compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzard prospectors and see what else is out there for me. The fish aren't biting today, but there's always tomorrow. Aye, there's always tomorrow. That's like me for real, for real. It's terrible, Monacate. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us, I know, but we are in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up fake contracts of sale and are trying to use it to drive us out from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kipu? That is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave, but foolish. Back for more, Kenrick? How many times must I say before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one ilm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kikipu, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place, a stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings, and when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man, you couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast of visitors or guild of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories are here, years worth of them, decades. We sweated together when we dug this well, we laughed and drank together in every festival, and we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar, that is home. Those memories are what makes this place, and I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl, no matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have all been posted. And I don't think of taking them down, where are you? End this futile fight, Kikipu. There are far more of us, and if you're truly willing to die for this place, we are more than willing to oblige you. Monacate, please, the writs of seizure. You must tear them down and chase Kendrick from here once and for all. I thought you might be along. Pity you're too late. The demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a Brit of seashore will be rubble within the hour. An official-looking document detailing the seizure of a specific piece of property. The writs! You! What have you done? But that means, my men, no, that's impossible. The day may be yours, but I will be back soon, and with far more fearsome company. You've made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content to simply see the bazaar struck from the maps. No, I will not rest until its name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea. I'm gonna cringe so hard at myself when I edit this. But that's why I started this playthrough, to practice. So, Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while. Though I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words, bloody paltry things. But we would like to thank you, Monocate. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me, you've saved who I am. I see now that I have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm, but it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand with you. What do you... Saw what you did for us. Have a Monocate here chase of Kenrick and all. It's true, there ain't much out here worth fighting for, but it's home, goddammit. And I, for one, ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home, and even if there's nothing here but sands and cracked stone, then I say we build something, right here, together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And most of all, thank you, Monocate. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish, but the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us, our memories, our past, our history. That is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love. And from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than what you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask of you. This letter, I wonder if you would deliver it to Mamodi when next you visit Ul'dah. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. It's better be good. Let's get the chocobo before we leave. What's all this then? You got something for me? A sincere note of thanks from the sweet-voiced Kikipu of the Silver Bazaar. A letter? Now who would think to... Kikipu, I haven't heard a word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let me see, here. Ha ha ha, that's Kikipu alright. Time was I used to call in the Silver Bazaar quite often. That was back when it was still the busiest trade hub in Tanalan, mind you. Old Kikipu and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kikipu's the very heart and soul of that place. Hells, even most folk in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear them and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business that. But I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'd wager guilty kubu poop, the Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory before long. In any case, I thank the 12 you were there to help them. Here, for you, on behalf of Kikipu and the Bazaar. And now we're going to do another gladiator class quest. You look well, Monocate. I hope you are ready for your next task, because I require your immediate assistance. There have been several violent murders recently, the victims of which were all Herion men. Based on multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that Lancers are responsible for the crimes. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, it's only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I have just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking around in Stone Throw. Considering the circumstances, I find it likely that these are our culprits. We cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw outside the gates of Nalt and speak with any you find in the area. With any luck, we find these Lancers before they strike again. Don't kill me, please. I'm not the one you want. Thank you. They appeared out of nowhere and asked me if I was Aldis at Spear Point. I said no, but they attacked me anyway. Well, what did I do to deserve this? So they were indeed the murderers we sought. But what brought Duskwhite freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? And why were they attacked murdering Rerun men with swords? First sword! What is it? Lancer's first sword, a gang of them, hiding in the tunnel south of Blackbrush Station. It seems we're not rid of them yet, Monicate. You might as well finish what you've started. Go to Central Tannerland and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Monicate. See that she doesn't die. Well, I can't keep the last from getting skewered, but I'll patch her up as best I can. Monicate, defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. Aye, I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch my back and I'll watch yours. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. Seems no one's home. What say we wait here and ambush them when they return? Let's do that. I like how she looked around. As usual. So yeah, now we have to build up enmity, threats in most games to save the guy who is the healer, which is also how the tank works in party settings, which is very fitting for a class quest concerning a tank class. Now there's another tank class in the game as a starting class, and that quest doesn't feature anything like this at all. Instead, from the class quest you do, it seems more like it's a DPS class. But we'll get there eventually. Ha! Bass is actually making me break a sweat. Oh, looks like someone pissed in his peace porridge. Looks like we're done here. Let's head home, Monigate. I could use a drink. We can't teleport yet, so I have to walk. I'll cut it out anyway. Seconds for you. Congratulations on a job well done, Moneygate. Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. You have shown tremendous growth since you joined us, and though it pains me to do this, you have earned the right. Moneygate, I grant you leave to join other guilds. As you doubtless know, Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilist Guild and the Thaumaturgist Guild. However, there are also guilds where you may learn something of a more peaceful traditions. You may even join the guilds of other nations, if that is your desire. Know that I will respect your decisions, whatever they may be, so long as you do not forget that you are, above all, a gladiator. Before you head off, I want to ask you, Bruce believes the freelancers were out for a bounty. What's your opinion on this, Moneygate? Let's tell the truth. Aldis, are you certain that's the name you heard? He's alive, but how? So, what we're going to do now, before we continue with the main quest, is register for all the other guilds and do the introduction quest for them. That will probably be 2, maybe even 3 parts. It will involve a lot of yapping. Well, bad adventurer, you stand within the Miners' Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's minerals gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer in hand, we miners work rock and earth that they may yield as ore, fossils, precious metals, and more. If you are of a mind to join us, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ul'dah, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Tanalan, man has availed himself of these vast deposits, given rise to a thriving mining trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade as it is today owes much to an event which took place some century and a half years ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on by the dreams of discovering the motherlode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in these days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance for back-breaking labor, and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to the breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners' Guild, with the aim of improving condition while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that's left is to commit your name to our role. When you are ready to do so, pray speak with me again, as I guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners' Guild? Music to my ears. Aye, the kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you are unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of the miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge, much of it concerning the mining of gold. Haha. Jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray present yourself to Adalberta. You will find her down the steps over yonder, by the bar. Have you spoken with Adalberta, our guildmaster? It goes without saying that she is a skilled miner, but above all she is a caring person who always looks after her own. I wouldn't want anyone else in charge. Well met, adventurer. Adalberta is my name, and I am the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low purity ores. I mention this because it allowed us to reopen a number of mines in which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners. A few folk make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lot. What's more, you're well traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting that you join Shirley for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit. A mutually beneficial arrangement, I trust you agree. So, what say you? You will join us, yes? Then I will bid you welcome to the Miners' Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go on and take it up. See how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again when you're ready. I'll assign you a little task to help you get into the swing of things. Now we have more dialogue to go through first. This here's the Miners' Guild. Is there something you'd like to know? Tell me about yourself. I'm Adalberta, the master of this guild. It's my job to look after those miners who put their names down to our roll. This includes instructing them in the finer points of our trade. We get commissions from mining concerns in various other places, and I send the best suited among us to go to fulfill them. If needs be, I provide such advice and support as I am able. It's not easy. Managing a boisterous bunch of lads and lasses would sooner train a tankard than swing a pickaxe, but I give it my best. At the end of the day, that's all anyone can do. What do miners do? Plainly put, we miners locate and dig up mineral wealth that sleeps beneath the ground. Without us toiling out in the wilds, folks wouldn't have metal for arms and armor, nor gemstones for trinkets and baubles. Make no mistake, mining is grueling work, and we're dog-tired most of our waking hours, but nothing compares to the thrill of triumph when we experience when the earth yields up our prize. I'd say that we dig for that feeling as much as we dig to earn our coin. But no matter your goals, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. How inspiring. You look good with the pickaxe, Monicate. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns her craft best in the wilderness, with pickaxe in hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Tamerlan. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Seek out some promising locations outside the Gate of the Sultana and the Gate of Nald, and swing away. The motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. My mouth is dry from all that talking. It's always fun to be low level, while the preferred world buff is up. It's 10 chunks of copper ore I want. The metal is common enough in Tanalan. You shouldn't have trouble finding suitable deposits just outside the gate of the Sultana and the gate of Nald. Let's see here, 10 chunks just as I ordered. Well done, Monagate. Tell me, is being a miner odd like you imagined? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, all new recruits say as much. It takes a combination of knowledge, experience and instinct to know where to dig, yet it is ultimately back-breaking labor that yields you your prize. Make no mistake, Monagate, mining is grueling work, and you'll be dog-tired most of your waking hours. But tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? That is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in week-old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on, and the instant you find that which you have long sought, in that sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start, and I would see you maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion. Then return here. I'll have another little task for you. And finally we're done. That was a lot of talking. But hey, I chose to do it this way. Now we're gonna pick up a new combat class. No, let's go for the Weaver. Then we can make some armor. Which I'm going to cut out, so I won't have to talk. But we're gonna do that in the next part. See ya!